I just want to start out some way different tonight. What's good, everybody? Back for another episode of Top 5 Live. Y'all know what it is. It's episode 92. You didn't know that, but you do know how we get down on this show. It's episode 92. We're doing the top 5 entertainers of all time. Let me preface this early. When we're saying entertainers, we're not talking about people that strictly sing, because if you look up lists online, everybody is that's their list. You know what I'm saying? People that can sing and like ranking them and sing, dance. I get it. Our list is a little bit more broad. We're talking about people that are multi-talented. So in many different respects, it's a wide open field. David Blaine counts. If you like Chris Angel, you know what I'm saying, that counts. If you think his magic is that amazing, Harry Houdini, like it's open, you know what I mean? So remember that when you do your list, and remember that when you look over the list. While I'm saying that, Danny and Javon tied last week. So I don't know if we should do a tiebreaker or.
I think we should both get one.
That's lame.
How's that lame?
If you're not first,
we never did half points, so we both won.
If you're not first, how you both win? That's not possible.
That's called
a participation trophy society, and I want to support it.
I think we should vote. Danny, what do you think?
I think we should both get one.
Raise your hand for both get one. You overruled, boy.
Y'all lame,
man.
You got it. That's what it sounds like.
I would be upset too if I didn't get.
If I couldn't about that. Look,
if y'all couldn't tie
first place and you're in third.
If y'all like Golden State type mentality,
a win is a win.
Yeah, whatever.
Golden State type of mentality. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You mean a winning type of mentality?
No, you didn't win. I mean, how could you win if you tied?
I'm just saying, like they're a reigning defending champion.
Anyway.
I mean, that's the weirdest insult.
Yeah, it wasn't an insult.
That's that Tom Brady mentality.
We'll never know. I'm gonna leave this page up. While I'm at it, and while those guys are still laughing, we put the link up, but I want to make sure I shout us out, and we shout everybody else out, so we might as well shout our stuff out. I want to make sure I shout us out here with our project, me and Danny's joint. Yeah, I said that. Our joint. Don't steal it. We are almost $1,000 away from hitting the goal. So I'm very excited about that. We also just got the Project We Love stamp on this mug. You know what I mean? I'm working on editing and putting up a new video. I've got some new videos to describe that go into Harlem's backstory. Danny did a description for Ballad of the Black Rose. So that video will be coming. You'll see it in the next day. I plan to put it up tomorrow at the latest. Appreciate you behind the scene. I only see a YouTube handle. I would like to say your real name. So unless you trying to hide your government, then I get it. But yeah, so y'all make sure y'all check out the Kickstarter, man. We got the link here. We'll come back to it later on. I don't like to bog the show down with our outside stuff. But I do want to make sure I point people in the direction. So again, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all as always. And we hope to get your support for this dope project. And we'll go back into it later about like what stories are about. I'll give the pitch. Danny can give his pitch, and we'll get back into it. Now, one of the conversations that I was decided to have and I would like to see this number move soon, but that's another thing. But one of the conversations I wanted to have, and I wanted to get a woman on, especially a Black woman, on for this conversation. I don't know if everybody saw. I feel like I should play the clip. What do y'all think?
Send me the clip so I can send it to Tiana. She said she hadn't heard it. She hadn't seen it. So.
Appreciate you, Beverly. Thank you, and I'm glad you're in here because
Tiana got a salon and they ain't talked about it. What?
Beverly dropped. Beverly, she dropped her list early, and I already told her. I said, "Yo, I don't even know what to say about this here. You know what I'm saying? I hope Beverly, you got to make sure you put your list in there when we get ready to do it later, so we can contend. Because
I didn't see it. I must have missed her list.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's in the group. And when I saw it, I said, "Boy, this is going to be way more explosive than I thought it was." But let me pull the clip up. Actually, let me pull the clip up. Shouldn't take me as long, but the gist is okay. So this all started from Eboni K. Williams went on with Ayana Van Zandt. Actually, Ayana Van Zandt came to Eboni K. Williams' show, and let's see. I'm going to find just that clip. Because there's a lot here, and Eboni like doubled down after the fact. But I want to find.
She tripled down.
Yeah, she did. She she legit. Let's see. Dang. The overall gist is that Ayana Van Zandt was talking about male energy and female energy, and some. It was a pretty good conversation that they were having, right? And appreciate you, Philip. Appreciate you for backing, man. Thank you.
All of the folks.
What's good, Daniel?
Behind the scene, we appreciate y'all backing up.
Yeah, we sincerely appreciate it. Might as well get. Oh Lord, see why you do it early? Why you do it early? Why I was trying to wait. Oh God, this is so bad again. Oh God,
it's not bad.
Oh God, she pulled it Danny quick. She pulled it Danny quick. She pulled it Danny quick. Lord Jesus.
Number one, not a bad.
Stick on topic. Stick on topic.
Lord Jesus. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. It burned my eyes. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Eboni K. Williams was on with Ayana Van Zandt. Ayana Van Zandt, when they were talking about male energy, female energy, and how so when Eboni brought her on, Ayana Van Zandt had talked about the fact that there are a lot of women out there that are carrying around male energy right now. Eboni actually agreed with her, which is why she actually asked her to come on the show.
What does that even mean?
I'll explain it in a minute. Let me get it all out. Okay. So they were talking about that. Ayana was dropping her gems. No, don't say sorry, Beverly. We good. She was dropping her gems about the subject matter, and Eboni was listening to it and agreeing. But then Ayana asked her a question and said, "Could you date a bus driver?" And Eboni's answer was, "If he owns the bus. If he owns the bus, I could date the bus driver." And Ayana said, "That's a problem." She said that's a problem, and then she was going into the reasons why it was a problem. So that drew, and that was a great conversation, but that drew all kinds of other conversations. Eboni doubled down on her show the next day when asked about it because everybody on IG and Shade Room and everybody was talking about it. And Eboni was like, "Look, matter of fact, I might just find that because when she doubled down, it was worse. It was worse than what she initially said." Let me see. Eboni K. Williams.
I'm gonna need you to have the clips prepared.
I didn't plan on. I thought everybody had seen it.
You don't need to. I mean, she basically was. She tried to say some stuff like, she called it She called being a bus driver and stuff mediocre and.
Because last time you tried to play something, my video got shut down. That's all I know.
Okay, all right. Let me see if this is it.
So before I tell you my thoughts, let's replay the clip that had some of y'all deep into your feelings.
Yeah, we'll just let her go through.
I do want you to speak, Ayanla, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Now let's address the response to the interview and what some of y'all are calling a backlash. So let me be clear. First, I am a professional disruptor, so backlash is my business. And I will always take it on the chin for the sake of advancing the work, conversation, or movement. So know that I am completely unfazed by the onslaught of nasty comments, wishing me a sad, lonely, bitter existence until my untimely death. Now, that is some weird energy to be wishing onto a black woman, especially one who has dedicated her life to the liberation of black folk. But, you know, whatever, I guess, go off. See, I wanted to talk about how do we close the gap between black women who do show up in a so-called masculine posture, those of us that are providing and building and protecting due to circumstances that we might feel make us feel that if we don't do it for ourselves, we will have to go without the resources and protections we need to feel safe in this world. But Dr. Ayanla went in a different direction. She asked me a personal question. And y'all know I have been extremely transparent about the fact that my life choices and my chosen lifestyle are far outside of the norm. So when I said that I would date the bus owner, a lot of y'all heard something different.
That ain't
Some
what
of you
she
heard
said,
the
though.
following. Bus drivers are whack. Bus drivers are broke. Oh,
I'm just
too good
waiting
for a bus driver.
I want everybody to get context.
Y'all made that part up. See, I said what I said. But then some of y'all started talking about salaries and hourly wages, pensions and benefits. And that's wild because I was never talking about money at all. I was talking about black ownership. But some of y'all made it about money. I'm talking about ownership, black enterprise and entrepreneurship, because really I am talking about black liberation. And if you read my book, you'll understand why. So I'm standing 10 toes down on that position, and I don't really care if you're hurt or offended by it. And since some of y'all are already big mad, let me go ahead and make you incensed. So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best.
Not the report card.
Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations.
I need to see your GTA.
So I'm going to say one more time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
Why are we
Denny's stupid.
Why are we helping this lady sell her book? That's the only thing I heard. Y'all know me. All right, listen.
Bro. Here you go with some more nonsense.
Tiana, you got to come on the show. You in the same house. I will hear your words. Don't be typing.
She's not. She's not decent right now. She can't. She can't be.
You ain't have to say that. You could have said she unavailable, Danny.
She's unavailable right now.
No.
All right.
Go ahead. So I played the full clip. I played the full clip for context, and I'm glad she showed it. So she saw what Ayana's question. She showed her response. Like y'all saw her face go stale, right? And she admits that her face went stale, and then she explained why when she came on the Breakfast Club. I'm not gonna play that too because it's too much.
She actually was. It was worse on the Breakfast Club, in my opinion.
It did get worse on the Breakfast Club, but I will say I'll let y'all go before I say what I want to say about it.
Danny, you want to go?
I already said listen. If you don't want to date a bus driver, if you don't first of all, what she said was, if he owns the bus, not if he hopes to own the bus, not about his dreams or aspirations. Her initial response was, if he owns the bus. That's what she said. So he already has to be in that position. Present tense. So now when she goes back and what's it called? Retcons what she was saying, oh, I have high aspirations for. Okay, cool. If that's what you bet. If you need to see somebody's report card before you, somebody's 12th grade report card before you, cool, bet. You do what you want to do. Like my wife said, ain't nothing wrong with what she said, and how she feels is her personal thoughts and feelings. Have at it. My my thing is, she trying to sell a book. That's the only thing that I heard. Y'all know how my mind does. Listen, if you on here giving Candace Owens energy, and then you say, if you read my book, you'll understand why. If you read my book, you'll understand why. Then I know that you're trying to sell a book. So cool.
So
yeah.
All right. This is my thought on it. I feel like, again, y'all right. Everybody who's in the comment section saying it's her personal belief. You're right. It's her personal preference. The problem is not, hold on, like y'all have standards too. Like I wouldn't date a fast food worker. Yes. All right. Let me get there. It's not about having like preference, right? Like what she said kind of took shots at blue collar workers. You know what I'm saying? Like there are people in this world that don't want to be entrepreneurs. They don't want to do it. And that's fine.
Yeah, that's not.
Oh, and that's fine.
It's good, Ryan.
So, dog, I told her she need to go on and get your clothes on. Come on.
I want everybody in on this conversation too. I'm excited.
Yeah, I would love to too. I just think she didn't have to take shots, like talking about people's grades and all that other nonsense. Like it was too much. It was she dug too deep when she should have just said, look, this is my personal preference. Like I respect people, who work these jobs, and I will always respect them. My mom was doing it, and I see the there's honor in doing these jobs and such and such. You can do that, and then you can also be like, but that's not for me.
I'll drop you the link, Ryan.
You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't have to go hard against the position, because she was trying to go hard at the people who were coming at her, when in reality she ended up going at people who ain't had nothing to do with this. But at the same time, she doesn't respect those men. She basically, clearly she doesn't respect that profession. She doesn't respect the blue collar professions, without understanding that the blue collar professions are what allow this world to spin. And if she don't want to do that, that's fine. But understand, all the guys that are entrepreneurs making six figures ain't Prince Charmings. That's all I'm saying. There are a lot of women out here making six figures, got a blue collar husband, and they happy. So again, that's your preference. That's fine, but you ain't got to take shots at everybody else. That was my only thing. And she just kept making it worse, which was the funniest part to me.
All right. So you were done, Jamal?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I watched it. I watched her interview with Ayana. I watched when she doubled down, and I watched when she came to the Breakfast Club the day after, because Charlamagne and Envy, and one of the co-hosts for that day felt like her double down made everything she was saying to Ayana worse, which it did, because of the way that she came out to say it, and especially because she's trying to staunchly hold the posture of I'm unbothered by what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? So on the Breakfast Club, at a point, she did finally say, that she did not say it with the intent of hurting blue collar workers. But one of the reasons that this hit the way that it did is because she cut straight to the chase of what her overall point was. A lot of people were thrown off by her statement saying that what did she say? They were thrown off by the white supremacy comment.
Yeah, that was
she
too
said
much.
That's called white supremacy. And she's coming from a place of the pretty much I forgot what she termed it, but it's the diminished expectations of African Americans. So she's speaking to a mindset, and that part I get. So the mindset she's speaking to is, if you're good enough, she would want to be with somebody that is nothing wrong with driving the bus, but she would want to be with somebody that aspires to go beyond just driving that bus. She would aspire to be with somebody that so, like, let's say you've been working in, like, I think we all know how important trash collectors are for, you know what I'm saying, for the city, right? If they all go on strike, everybody's pissed, right? But she would want to be with somebody who aspires to be more than a person that draws a pension off of this same position for 25 years. She would want to be with somebody that's at least looking to advance that, or maybe you're in this job and now you run your own crew with your own business. She's looking for people that aspire to own something, especially as Black people. And the reason is because as Black people, we have been placed in the position to work for someone else instead of owning something for yourself. So she would rather be with somebody that has the mindset of ownership at some point. So, but like Javon said, and I agree 1,000,000%, everybody is not built to be an entrepreneur. So in that regard, it still talks about her preference, which is my preference. I understand that you're a bus driver, but I need to be with somebody who I need to be with and motivate and push somebody that wants to go to the next level of ownership. That's who I need to hitch my wagon to, because like mine's work. I get it from that perspective. She did not put the words together in that way. So it comes off as extremely demeaning in the way that she said it. And then she doubled down and then she tripled down. You know what I'm saying? In the fact that I don't care what y'all talking about. And didn't until she got on the Breakfast Club. That's the first time when she got on the Breakfast Club where she was like, I didn't say it to get at y'all. Because when she was talking about the people that come with C's and D's, and she was talking about, no, mediocrity is not going to be accepted. Again, people took that, and I had to agree with her when she was talking about that on the Breakfast Club. She was saying it in the terms of what the actual word means. So if you go to class and your grade for that class is a C, that's average. That is average. That is average. It's mediocre. It's the middle. It's not.
Yeah, but again, that doesn't speak to. I don't mean to interrupt, but that doesn't speak to the fact that some people don't do well with standardized testing. So just to you can't lump everybody in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. To me, her overall arching point would have been better received if she had been more eloquent about it. And she's a lawyer. She has the capability to be more eloquent than she was. There's no question about that. Right. But she said it wrong in every respect. And so Charlamagne didn't really go at her because they're really cool, but Envy did, because Envy's dad was a police officer. And he knows people that are bus drivers. He knows people that work blue collar jobs. And Envy and Charlamagne's biggest issue, Envy and Charlamagne's biggest issue is that she seemed to be going after blue collar workers and demeaning them. And I think that's what a lot of people's issue was. And that was what I wish she had have said better. I understand where she's coming from. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't.
Honestly, I really don't understand where she's coming from.
I have a question.
Yeah.
For me, and I could be wrong here, so y'all know me. I'm just gonna say what's on my brain. If you're saying that living a normal life is helping white supremacy, or is the white supremacy mindset, that's a fallacy to me. Like, if you're saying that Black people just can't be normal people because
that's not what she's saying.
Well, if you're saying that I'm not accepting.
She said, I'm not going to create a soft landing space for you.
Right. If a soft landing space, if I'm creating a soft landing space and you saying that, okay, driving a bus is mediocre, and that lends itself to white supremacy, to me, that's kind of off. If you're saying that black people can't just be normal or they are helping white supremacy, like, that's kind of wild to me.
I don't know. I don't think she said you're helping white supremacy. She's saying
She said it's a white supremacist mindset.
No, she's so for the history of this country, pretty much. We've been in this country for over 300 years, 375, 400 years. We've been in this country, right? We've had our jobs and what you can aspire to kept for almost the entirety of the country. It's just the last, not even 100 years, really, that black people have been able to move outside of certain jobs. That just happened. Like, I'm talking about in the last 50, 60 years. So we've always had a cap on what you could even aspire to try to be, right? She's speaking to that. So she's speaking to the fact that black people shouldn't be, at this point in time in history, we can't afford to shoot for mediocrity when it comes to these jobs, because now we have the possibility to own, and somebody can't come stash it from us, take it from us, whatever, the way that they did before, like Black Wall Street, wherever you're looking at it. I'm only explaining where she's coming.
So here's the problem with that, though. That ain't what she said, though. No. Like, I know what you. So what you're doing is trying to dig into what you're trying to understand the retcon. You know what I mean?
No, I'm getting it from what she explained.
No. I'm talking. That's the context. I'm talking about what's her name is Nanya, or whatever the hell her name is. Ayana asked. She asked her a straight up question. I don't know what her name is. I don't know what her name is.
It is a great series.
She asked her a straight up question. She said, "Would you date a bus driver?" And that's a simple. It's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. She said if he owns the bus. That's not the answer to the question, though.
That was the answer to the question.
See,
that was her answer.
That was her trying to be snarky. And the problem is her.
She was saying what her preference was.
She was trying to be snarky. That's why she had that little smirk, like, like
because she's talking about her preference. She's saying
but that okay, cool. But understand, she asked a question. If she had just said, no, that's not my type. But the fact that she undermined the profession by the snarky comment, because she basically was like, whoever, you got to be owning the bus to be, you're lesser if you're not owning the bus.
She didn't say that.
She didn't say any of the shit you. Sorry, she didn't say any of the stuff you said, Morgan.
I know the stuff that I said, I got from when she was on the Breakfast Club having the conversation. Okay. She spoke about exactly.
Yeah,
those
but
things.
Even then, she dug in deeper. She dug in. She put her foot more in her mouth. Even then,
I didn't say she didn't. All I'm telling you is, I'm not pulling the things that I just said. I didn't pull out of the air. Those are the things she's talking.
And I'm saying that a lot of the stuff that she was saying was BS to cover up and try and backtrack because she
didn't backtrack.
What'd you say?
She did backtrack. The only thing she backtracked. The only thing she backtracked is that she did not say it to specifically go after those professions. That's the only thing that's the only thing that she backtracked.
When you equate,
she doesn't agree with that.
Yeah, no. I'm listening to her words. When you equate them to mediocre and average, when you use words like mediocre and average, that's, you are saying what you're saying. So when you're equating C's and D's and somebody got C's and D's with a bus driver, that's basically saying if you driving a bus, you average, you mediocre, without acknowledging that the fact that that's a person whose job is important. Danny's trying to do her job for her, man. Danny over here.
I don't disagree with the feelings of what you're talking about. But what I'm saying is, and what she said is, and in that respect, again, she is a lawyer. She's careful with her words. She did not say those things. You're implying it based on what she said.
No, I'm saying again, exactly what she said.
If we're talking about grades, again, let's go back to school. If you are a C student, if you're a high school C student and you apply to college, do you have as good of a chance of getting into that college as a A and B student?
No.
Why?
because we live in a we have a system where your grades determine. Some schools are only, you know, they want certain type of students who have high grades.
What would those certain type of students be called?
Dude, I know what you understand what I'm saying, dude. I understand what the concept.
I'm just explaining.
Listen to me.
I'm not taking up for her. I'm only telling you that when she used that word, when she says average and mediocre, she said, I'm saying this word, which a C directly describes. Everything else that you guys are putting on it is sauce. I'm
not putting sauce on anything. She's equating that to being a bus driver. Why bring it up if you're not doing it?
She did that. That's to me where she was wrong, right? She was wrong to
that's
say,
my point.
Yeah, y'all are probably the same people that. But I didn't say she wasn't wrong.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying she's she's putting her foot more in her mouth. And yes, she's giving this context, but it doesn't matter because she keeps putting another bullet in the chamber to take another shot. So every time she'll say, well, the black man hasn't been, taught and we've been made to conform. And she's using all this rhetoric, all this Umar talk. But in the end, she's taking a shot. What?
That's not Umar talk.
Listen, man, it's the same BS that we had to deal with the Kyrie Irving situation. When Kyrie Irving would say something stupid and then put a lot of BS around it. Like, it's the same thing. Like, she got caught saying something that offended people. And instead of coming out and being like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said that. She dug deeper and kept taking shots.
I agree with you.
But
at the same time, we also are in a culture right now that if the internet disagrees with something you say, your first recourse needs to be, it doesn't matter what you think. You're supposed to back down. It doesn't matter.
I wasn't telling her to back down. Nobody is saying her to back down. I'm saying she needs to acknowledge what she's actually saying. And she's not doing that. She's saying, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all in your feelings. Y'all da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, she the same person that reacted to something. She responded to something
what up, sis?
3 times. How you doing, Tiana? How you doing?
Hey, y'all. Hey.
What you want to say, sis?
Well, so I feel like she's got every right to her opinion. How she feels is how she feels. With that being said, my brother is a bus driver, and I still stand by what I said. I would never date one. I mean, it is what it is. I'm married. But my brother was top of the class of his class in college. He did not graduate high school. He got his GED, but while in college, top of the class. I'm talking like could be a doctor if he wanted to be a doctor, but he's always had a fascination with buses, cars, trucks. He worked on cars. He wanted to be a truck driver. So, he would collect it. We had a table with cars and trucks. What's that? Mosh Posh, whatever, like placed on the, it was a real thing for him. So some people really want to be bus drivers. Smart people.
I agree.
But I don't disagree.
But what's the reason why she's saying it? Is she saying it because bus drivers don't make a lot of money? It depends on where the bus is. Is it in the city? Is it like a mega bus?
You know why she said she ain't gonna date it. The same reason you wouldn't do it. The same reason.
I do think even for her, that's a part of it. But she's saying it because she wants to be with somebody that has I know people that have said this. Like people get to a point in their life where they want friends that are going the same place they're going. Mm-hmm. So if let's say you're coming out the hood, right? Mm-hmm. But you've been exposed to something different and you have friends now that are out there building and working towards something, whatever, but you came from the hood life. It's not like you don't know the ins and outs of the hood, mm-hmm. right? But now you're going to have a choice to make. Mm-hmm. Or am I going to, Ja Morant's a great example.
I'm a great example.
Okay, that ain't my business to put out there.
She's one of her flowers.
Ja Morant is a great example, right? This whole year, his issue has been, you need to understand the position that you're in right now. Yes, that's where you came from. Those still your people. I get
Yeah.
it. But bro, you got a lot to lose. And
Yep.
when you lose it, everybody else is gonna lose
Yep.
it. So you need to understand the position that you're in, and you need to aspire to do more.
Right.
Because if you're not gonna do that, then you're gonna be a lesser state, and everybody's gonna get hurt for it. So in Ebony's case, I'm not taking up for her. I'm just saying what I clearly understand her to be saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as if I want friends and family. I want friends and family around me that are going towards something. There is some type of goal that you have, and we as a collective group can go and achieve these goals.
Okay.
If you're not trying to achieve a goal, you're comfortable where you're at.
I have my hand up first.
Well, I agree with you, Morgan. I think that is a problem. If you are not trying to grow to better yourself, you should, even your own competition truly is yourself. Like nobody else matters. That's how I operate. I don't look at other people work like that. I don't be going after other people's stuff. I'm my own competition. So if I am stuck and I feel like I'm not growing, then it's time for me to up the game. It's time for me to learn something new,
right,
and continue to grow.
If she would have said what you just said, where I want to be with somebody who has the same type of ownership mentality that I have. If she would have said that,
what does she own?
Instead,
she got a TV show.
She got a TV show. She got her own business. She's a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
But if she would have said that instead of saying y'all are the type of people who made C's and D's in school and such and such and such and such and such, then nobody would have had a problem.
Who cares?
Again, she's trying to tell a book, so she knows what to say to get people.
She's not trying to sell her book.
Can I say something?
Downgrade? She got a downgrade.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Jamal.
But don't disrespect.
I wish whatever her name is had asked her. I really wish she had said, not a bus driver. I wish she had said, would you date an elementary school teacher?
Why?
Because there's a difference to it, right? Because when you look at, number one, elementary school teachers are underpaid, not by choice. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just underpaid. But there's honor within. I would say more people would look at it differently if it was like an elementary school teacher. Like,
yeah, they would.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I would have liked to hear her answer.
We don't have a problem with her preference. I think the issue is that she was disrespecting working class people. That was the issue.
Can we all, like, seriously, can we all honestly, I mean, she's got a platform, right? She's got a group of people that follow her. She's got her own show. She's a lawyer. She's got a lot of great things. Go sister. She got a lot of great things going on. Mm-hmm. Can we honestly say that I talk junk? Y'all don't talk junk?
Yeah, but
what you mean?
Y'all don't think that you've said stuff that would behind somebody's back that would actually make them feel some type of way? Like, I mean, it's normal.
If I do, I have to say it to their face. I don't.
I mean, but even if I said something,
a stranger at the table picking his nose, you ain't going, hey man, I just seen you picking your nose. So I'm talking about, you're out, you're looking at people like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
It's not about it being disrespectful. It's about you digging a deeper hole for yourself. Like, I think at least for me, I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. For me,
the guy that
I'm gonna speak to this in a second.
Like Kevin Samuels either.
He's the guy that passed.
Kevin Samuels. But see, Kevin Samuels is on the other side of it. See, Kevin Samuels assumes that if you make a certain income, you are of a higher quality. And honestly, no, yeah, absolutely. That's why he calls them. He calls them high value men.
No, wait.
Okay, wait. Before we get to Kevin Samuels, let me get to Sean's comment. Right, as a society, people equate jobs like bus driver, garbage man, janitors, etc., to lower level, average, or below. All right. Again, I'm not saying this from a place of not understanding the importance of those jobs. Like we talked about how important essential workers are. Truck drivers, for sure, the whole country shuts down if they stop driving, right? Essential workers are needed, right? We all on the same page there. I think even she's on the same page. But when the word average is used, there is like pay scales. There's a reason pay scales exist. If you're gonna be a bus driver, you have to have some type of training to do that. So that would be a bad example to me. But there are, like Tiana was talking about somebody that's a fast food worker. If you're a fast food worker, if you work at Walmart as a greeter or cashier, bagger, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their job and there's respect and dignity in all of it. But acting as though the reason somebody would say that job is average or mediocre is because you don't need any type of special certification, any type of special training, any type of degree, any type of anything like that, any type of like a great level of experience to get that job. That's what they're talking about when they say that. And I think all of us would be being disingenuous if you lie and say that you don't understand.
But you don't need one to be an owner of anything either.
You want to know what's crazy? I actually one of my clients,
but to be a successful owner,
She didn't say nothing about success.
No, you don't.
And no, you don't.
No, wait.
Donald Trump has owned plenty of stuff and has failed at plenty of stuff.
one of my clients
He
actually
got not now
owns a daycare,
not now,
and she work at Walmart every so
diploma.
often to do whatever she need to do for her.
Yeah, people got to do. People got to do what they got to do.
Do work at those low jobs, but still.
I actually know somebody who owns a hair salon and drives the bus on the side too. So
that's hard to do.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying
again.
Crazy.
I want to say this again to be completely clear.
I know somebody that's
I understand. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't understand what she's saying. I do. I understand what she's saying. I understand where she's coming from. What's good, Emmanuel?
I just wish she would just be real. If she would just be like, I want somebody who makes more money than a bus driver.
What's good, Ty? What up, big bro?
I'd be like, okay, like that. If you just said, I want somebody who makes six figures and bus drivers don't make six figures, then I'd be like, how do you argue with that? Okay. But
what if that's what she was saying? Because when we read the Bible, we all get our own, interpretations from what we've read. Morgan,
right, and that's fine.
We didn't agree with what Morgan was saying earlier, but that's how he perceived. That's what he got from it.
But
so
that's how I took what she said, though.
Yeah.
That's how I took what her first comment, where she was like, "Well, he better be owning the bus driver," is the assumption that dude don't make more money than that dude, and that's why that dude is worth her time, not that dude. But when she came out and responded to what everybody else was saying, number one, it clearly bothered her. Because if it didn't bother her, she wouldn't respond. She wouldn't say nothing. She'd just be like, I said what I said.
I think she responded because it would look like she was dodging if she didn't.
No, I think if she would have just came out, but I said what I said and just keep it moving. But she went in and tried to make it about white supremacy and your grades need to be C's and aren't C's and D's and all that other nonsense. That's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
I don't think so.
It's all bullshit.
I don't think so.
Bro. I agree with Justin. I don't think it was disrespectful. I think it's just her own.
I don't think it's.
I don't think she was trying to hurt anybody. But
the first time.
She was because she's trying to sell a book.
Maybe not the first time. The first time.
You need to drop that crap.
Danny right though. I ain't gonna lie. No, I agree with Danny. I agree with you today.
She was trying to hurt somebody's feelings because she was trying to sell a book. She knows that she's smart enough to know that the controversy she led with, I'm a professional disruptor.
That's what she said. You're right.
She said. So she knows that the conflict, that the disruption is going to get people talking.
She smelled blood in the water.
I'm about to download it right
now. She smelled blood. You know what, Danny? I'm with Danny tonight. Because
Eboni K. Williams, Emmanuel, the link is right here.
You don't
link is right here.
Respond and then go on the Breakfast Club and do all that other stuff. Like,
snap.
Just how the hell Danny get on?
Danny did sneaky sent the link.
When he said send me the link, I thought he was talking about send the link to the.
Nah, you didn't.
See, he's still talking. He talking. He ain't even got his mic on.
What's good, Jess?
Come on, North Carolinian. Come on now.
Don't
button
do
right there.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Hey, I'm trying to help y'all out. He be fronting like he from Philly. He ain't from Philly.
It's no front, but nevertheless,
all right, bro.
I said send me the link. He sent me the link. I appreciate it. How y'all doing? Good to see everybody.
What's good, man?
What's good,
everybody blessed and well.
Huh?
I said everybody blessed. Everybody well.
We all well.
Yes. Breach up and praise him.
Yes.
All right, what are your thoughts?
Hey, that was the last show, man. That was the last show.
I just got tired. I got tired of typing. I was just like, look,
he was furiously
like all thumbs on my phone,
sweating like
Twitter fingers. Huh? Let's go.
But no,
give me a second, y'all.
When I first heard it, I was like, damn, that's messed up. But I had to take a step back, and I really just had to think about just people having preference, and it's okay for someone to have a preference. Like, no, She said, "Would you date a bus driver if he owned a bus line?" Okay. So if he had his own one bus and he was driving around, she would give him some play or whatever. Does that matter at the end of the day?
That ain't what she
You know
meant.
what I'm saying? Like, the only people that should be hurt are the people that either wanted her and couldn't get her. You know what I'm saying? It's just like she ain't for you.
I don't know if people. Look, I mean, I think the people who
are
offended could be. Listen, man, if you would say something
opinionated, that
if I'm a bus driver and you saying a lot of the things you're saying, I mean, if I probably wouldn't care, but at the same time, if somebody would have asked me about her, I'd be like, F her.
Right. Like, okay, yeah, F her. She don't want me. It's plenty of people that I've come across and from my earlier professionals, like, nah, I don't fuck with the police. I don't fuck with cops. Okay, I ain't for you. I got
been on two separate platforms to talk about this.
I got 2 kids by 2 different women. I got 2 kids by 2 different women. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm not for you. Like, it's just that simple.
I agree with this.
It's just that simple. I'm not for you. If I was a bus driver, then I'm not for you.
Yeah, but right. So but the difference is if she says I'm not for you, or she says no, I don't want to mess with somebody with 2 kids by 2 different women, because you're the type of person that would this, and this, and this, and this.
Yeah.
Then you have room to be like,
no, no. If I'm responding and feeling so offended about it, then it's a difference.
Yeah, but you didn't. But the thing is, she's responding. If you said, okay, let's say
to the people that responded,
right? But if you were just
people that are butthurt, and it's like, why are y'all so butthurt?
If you would say, if she like use the same scenario, if you were trying to holler at her and she was like, "Nah, I don't mess with dudes who got 2 kids by 2 different moms."
People say stuff like that all the time.
I know. Hold on. And you were like, "Okay, cool, no problem. Ain't no big deal." And then she followed up with, "Well, because y'all probably sleep around and you probably got no job and you da 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 da."
Like, no. It's more so. I do, and that's not the case, because most people that are saying like, okay, well, it's just whatever, and they're going on about their day, she's not responding to them. She's responding to the negative and opinionated comments about her opinion. Mm-hmm. And she's saying, so
if it didn't bother her, what's the problem?
She came to me and said, I almost kids to, and then I respond back with something crazy. Then she's responding back like, well, you're probably one of the ones that are blah 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 blah. You probably and fit in a certain criteria. If they don't respond back and just say okay, you have your preference, she's not going to respond back.
Yeah, but if you have an opinion-based show, if you got an opinion-based show, you got to expect people to provide their opinion too.
Yeah, she is, because she's trying to sell a book.
That too, but she got a show that's based on opinion. And if you selling a show based, that's like us. We have a show where people provide their opinions. Danny says all kind of crazy stuff. Yeah, and we get at him.
Catch it straight.
Every show.
But we get at him because he said, and if Danny wants to defend himself, that's fine.
If Danny wants to defend himself then and say, hey, y'all, all right, going back to the whole NSYNC thing. He like, y'all the ones who don't have no knowledge of music, none of this, none of the whatever. Right. So then he can fire back because we're firing at him. But for those other people, be like, no, I don't agree, and go about their day.
Right.
He's not talking to them.
But you're still talking to the bus. You're still talking. You're still referring to the bus driver, though.
I don't think
even in your response to the negative people, you're referring to the bus driver.
You probably one of them that only to rap music.
Don't, Danny. We used it as an example.
Culture.
Do not go back. No, listen. We let you back on the show. All right. Like me and Morgan had a whole conversation. We weren't sure.
Y'all gonna kick me off. Y'all gonna kick me off the show,
bro.
See, this is why I don't post on social
Javon made that
I
up.
feel like
We did not.
somebody
We
is
did
gonna
not
be
talk
butt hurt in front of
Morgan, no,
Like-
I
like
saw it in
you
your
said,
eyes, Morgan. I saw it in your eyes.
social media without getting attacked nowadays. She's got every right. It's freedom of speech. She got every right. But I don't
That's
know
what I was saying
that
earlier.
somebody's gonna be offended. It's like you can't be yourself. You got to be this watered down version
babe.
of
You
yourself to
a
spare
personality
everybody.
on TV.
I've gotten past all that. I speak my mind now. I correct people when they're wrong. Whatever, because right's right, wrong's wrong. You got every right to your
on the
opinion.
show to sell a book,
They,
though.
hold up, this is the thing though. They asked her the question, so why not be mad at the person that asked her the questions versus they didn't have to ask her that. They already knew the answer. They
Right.
wanted to
No,
her
it was a great
I don't think
Look.
she knew the. I don't think she. What's her name? Knew the answer.
She was talking.
I'm gonna say it
and
again.
talking about the expectations of Black people and the good things, the good news about being Black in America today is what she was talking about because that's the title of her book.
Okay.
And then she was talking about how you can we can have expectations for higher things. And then she said, "Hey, would you date a
That's a
bus driver?"
fact.
So that was the question for her, and she said, "No."
Can I ask y'all a question though?
Yeah.
You know, there's still slavery going on right now, right? Like there's still some
Work is slavery.
Yes.
You're right. You are absolutely
Yeah.
right.
You never
I'm
lied.
talking about,
And she
I'm
wants to
talking
see the
about the
plantation.
cotton pickers in this sense. Would y'all date a cotton picker?
You're talking about somebody in the
You talk about us if I'm single. Okay, can I say something
What
first?
I said what I said.
the cane mine.
I mean, is she
Nah.
fine?
I'm telling you.
Is she fine with
That
her
is the first
mindset? Slavery.
Yeah, but we got to get you.
I gotta
we
be
got to
attracted
get
to
past
her
the
first.
first level first. Is she fine?
If she busted, well, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that cane work.
And if you tell her, yes, slavery, this isn't for you.
You
You're
save her.
Slavery.
All right.
Go out there with a Kanye.
In the
like,
name of
slavery
Harriet
is
Tubman, if she's fine, you save her.
Okay, let me get okay, but what if she don't want to be saved? Is what I'm telling you.
There's
Well,
plenty of
What
them.
if
Hey, she gotta get left
What if
behind.
that's what she want to
Hey,
be?
listen, some of them get left behind.
What if she not
Would you
fine?
then move in with her?
If she not fine, then I'm not attracted to her. But
Would
I
you-
would help
That's your
her. I'd be
preference.
like,
Would you?
hold on,
would
hold
you
on,
move
hold
in
on.
Let me
with
be
her?
honest.
just ask me a question. If
Would
she
you
not
move on to
fine,
this
if she
plantation?
not fine, I'ma still
She's
save
fine.
her.
She's
I'ma
fine.
still put knowledge in her head to get her out of the
she don't
out of
want
the cotton picking field.
She don't want
All right.
it, but she wants you to move in with her. She wants you to move on to the plantation.
No,
If I make,
That's
am I
dope.
making
You
more
can
money?
respect her. She fine. She fine.
Am I making more? See,
you just talking right now. You
I don't know
ain't
what
even
she's saying right now.
You're not even trying to make sense. You just saying things. You
trying to
literally
go
just saying things. You ain't even trying to make sense.
There go my answer from Morgan right there. That's a no then, huh?
Anyway,
I just told
look,
you if she
I think
fine,
you look
if
at
she
it-
fine and I'm single, I'm gonna save her. All right.
If she
In the
wants
name of
you to
Harriet
move
Tubman, I'ma
to the
save her.
plantation with her.
Why would she do that?
No,
if
I'm
I
not
was
coming
if
to the
I'm making more
plantation.
money,
But
why
she
would
don't
she
want-
do that?
That's not what she wants. She want to continue to work for the master.
She talking about
Yeah,
a
but
mind.
that's
If she
not what's
wants to stay right
happening.
out
That's
there,
not
that's
what
fine.
happened. That's not the scenario though.
What I'm-
that's like somebody
David
asking
said.
me. That's like I'm in a again. I speak for me, right? I know things in my life as a single man right now. I know things in my life that I want in a woman and things I don't. I know things that I want in a wife and things I don't. So if I get to know this woman and she has the type of mentality that she is, I know where I'm trying to go. If you're not trying to go there too, then ain't nothing for us to talk about. All right. We could talk about sneaky link. We can talk about like that, but a relationship, you can forget about it. Two things I'm not tolerating right now in my life. I have enough things in my life that are stressors. I'm not gonna let you come into my life and become a stressor. You can forget it. It's not gonna happen. If you can't help my peace or bring me peace or help me attach back to my peace, then you can be about your peace. I don't have time for that. So for Ebony, again, I'm not taking up for her, but I understand the mindset. That is not for me. I need to be with somebody that I need to be with somebody that has a ownership mentality.
Ebony
Simone said that before.
Ebony's got that mentality. That's the girl that was doing the talking, right? She's got that mentality, right? And do y'all think that she was fine?
Do I think who's fine?
You trying to hook Morgan up with Ebony?
Is Eboni K. Williams fine? She's
Yeah,
attractive.
Right.
She's attractive.
You know Morgan got a type though, so we ain't. I don't know. Oh no.
Why does everybody? I love when people say that. Please tell me what my
Morgan
type
got a
is.
type, bro.
I love it. Please tell me what my type is. I'm interested now.
I'll tell you.
Everybody said this, and it's hilarious.
No,
Tell
we're
y'all
not,
camera.
no, you're not.
Don't tell me off camera. Tell me now. What is my type? I'm interested.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I can tell you. I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
Do you hear bells ringing? Don't say it, Morgan.
Oh my God, man.
I'll text you later.
I'm so lost right now.
Anyway,
It's
so again, to close this out for now at least,
I know.
right? I understand where Ebony's coming from, especially from the conversation of African Americans having diminished expectations for jobs in the work field, and especially the need for African Americans to grasp that and try to shoot for jobs outside of that, or professions outside of that, or ownership or whatever. I agree with her 100% that needs to happen, like harshly, like literally, it needs to be something that is we're talking about on a regular basis. Like I talk to my daughter and my nieces all the time about there's a big and it's because I don't want them to make the same mistake I made. There is a huge difference in between having a job and having a career.
Period.
A huge difference. There's a very drastic difference in between you having a job and going from job to job and having a career. They're two different things. Make sure that you segment off. I understand the pull of college. I understand, everybody's not for college either, right? Whatever you're passionate about, I need you to go out there. To me, and I learned it late. The things that I'm passionate about is how I'm trying to make my money and walk in my purpose now. It doesn't mean that you're immediately going to get it. If you really want it, you'll keep going after it, and eventually you'll get it, right? But you want to ingrain that for Black people, especially. The reason she's saying what she said is because we got 350 years worth of you don't have those options. Now that those options are opened up, you should not be shooting to be in the middle of the pack on anything, because we literally cannot afford to.
Morgan, what if he like being a bus driver though?
Like Tiana's brother.
Hold on.
He just can't. It's okay being a bus driver.
Okay, so what the hell are we talking about? Like, we obviously, if you want to strive
just not
for something,
for that woman, that particular woman.
Fine.
That's it.
That's fine, though. We all agree on that. I'm saying that what she's talking about, all this other stuff is bull.
It's not okay.
It's bull because it's not the argument.
What is the argument? What is the
very simple. We already said it like 5 times. It's her preference.
Mm-hmm.
It's what she like. I'm not going to date a bus driver. That's fine. I'm saying that she should have left it at that. Putting all the rest of this stuff is bull because it has nothing to do with the argument outside of we acknowledging the fact that you care more about money, with somebody than anything else.
Yeah, we disagree on that.
Okay, that's cool.
But
I'm gonna go on the Breakfast Club and argue about it though.
You should.
I mean, that's what she did.
Okay. Again, I will say that I definitely want to return back to that conversation because that bigger conversation that she's having is definitely, to me, very, 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 very important. And I do think a lot of people are missing it, don't want to hear it, or it's going to be one of those things that is going to pass and then everybody look back like, you know what I'm saying? Not like you didn't have the opportunity. You had the opportunity. You had the message. You had the person. You had the people out there saying it. You had the statistics. You had the internet. You had all these things that said this, and you didn't capitalize. So you can't be mad later on when L's start coming. Now, everybody can do what they want to do. I'm not. Again, I don't agree with how she worded what she said. That's what was wrong, in my opinion. But what she said, backtracking or not, BS or not, whatever, what she said is still absolutely true. To me, again, y'all know how I am. Two things can be true at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Two things can be true at the same time. And in this situation, that's exactly what's happening.
Nobody was arguing that, Morgan.
The truth is, so to you, Morgan, the truth is, having a regular job is average, and we as Black people should be shooting for excellent.
Mm-hmm.
No, having a regular job is okay.
It's okay.
Whatever job, my job's average.
But we should be, right? We as Black people should be shooting to
we should be aspiring to, all Black people in some way, shape, or form, in her opinion, and I largely agree with her. In some way, shape, or form, you need to find a way to own something.
Not everyone wants to own. It takes a lot to own and run and manage.
Yeah. And everybody's not built for it.
Everyone's not built for it.
So if your way of owning,
if everyone is an owner, who's working for who?
Agreed.
I feel the same way in the church. If everybody's working, then who's sitting down getting the word? Like, I'm sorry, y'all.
You okay?
Jesus, how did we get to church?
Hey, everybody can't be the pastor.
You're right. But there's 5 minutes.
It's okay to have people sitting down.
Everybody can't be a deacon.
Soaking it in, you know.
How do we get here?
Stop. Don't do that.
I'm not going there. Okay. And we definitely had a conversation at some point. But overall, I definitely would have had that conversation later because I agree. There's nothing wrong with having an average job. I have an average job, right?
She said it was.
She didn't. She said, I'm not there. That's what she said.
If she's bringing up white supremacy and all that nonsense, yeah, she's saying something wrong with it, bro. I hate to tell you. I know you don't want to hear it, but
white supremacy is directly attached to the mentality that she is fighting against.
Okay.
You don't have to believe it. It's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it. She's full of shit.
Dang.
She is.
She can't just have her rights. You just
again, if it was just a matter of this is my preference, fine. But that ain't what this was about.
Sorry, I'm watching again.
This is not what this evolved into.
So you think that her purpose was to attack men that don't do work within her standards?
They don't own things.
Yeah, you think that was her purpose? Like that's what she really wanted to do?
I think
I'm coming for black men that don't own stuff, right?
I think sometimes when people defend themselves, they start going to places where they don't mean to go. And she went to a place that she ain't mean to go, and she said something she ain't mean to say, which is why she went on the Breakfast Club and tried to recontextualize it again. And then she ended up continuing down that road.
Philip.
She's trying to sell her book.
We know that, Danny.
Okay, man. Let's get to the list because if I hear Danny say that one more time, I'm gonna explode my computer.
Say what? She's trying to sell her book.
Violent. That's a violent response.
I'm about to listen to the audiobook. It sounds like a good book. Bet on Black. The good news about being black in America today.
He's gonna listen to that audiobook in his own time.
I'm gonna read that audiobook.
In his own time.
Read that audiobook.
Nah, Tiana, you gotta listen too. I got to do it together.
All right.
Tiana
top 5 entertainers of all time, and I'm gonna recap this as well. Okay. When we say entertainers, we are not talking about people that just sing. We're talking about entertainers. I'm talking about they could be sports stars that know how to do something else. I don't care what it is. It's just whoever you think is extremely talented, and then you need to rank them. I have my list, and I am looking forward to putting it out there, and I'm looking forward to hearing everybody else's. And I hope Beverly's still here because she put Christina Aguilera on her list, and I need answers.
Tiana says she got hers off the top of her head. She ready?
I'm concerned, but let's go, sis.
What?
Let's hear it.
First of all, I'm not gonna name anybody bad. So
this is about to be bad, bro.
Top 5.
Oh God.
So number 1 is supposed to be like my.
Yes, you go from 5 to 1, sis.
Go to 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
Can I
don't,
go?
Don't be cheating.
You said you didn't need to write it down.
Can I go the other direction?
You can go. No. You can go whatever direction you want to.
No, you can't.
Stop being a disruptor.
Stop it, Ebony.
I'm just gonna throw them out there. Y'all can
go. We ain't got time to piece together.
Get a piece of paper and write it down.
Y'all want to put
go get a piece of paper and write it down.
Go get a piece of paper and write it down.
You got time.
Hey, don't conform to their standards. You have preference. Go ahead.
I said Morgan Freeman.
Okay, number 5.
Morgan, what's that face?
Okay, keep going.
I didn't say he was number 5. I'm just throwing him out there.
Listen. It's your 5. If you ain't gonna we gonna make it your 5.
Jamie Foxx.
That's number 4. That's her 4.
We should have been talking about him tonight. How's he doing? Anybody know?
I called him.
All right. Okay. Y'all gonna all act funny towards this one, but I mean, it is what it is. You got Will Smith. I mean,
number 3. Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay. Huh. You got Whitney Houston. I know she's. What?
That's a good one.
What?
I'm ranking these from 5 to 1. So
this is your 5
I don't know why. I said I ain't gonna.
I told you they got to be ranked.
Hey, listen, you got to find the directions of the group.
My last one. Stop, Olivia. I got more than just one more though.
No, that's it. It's top 5.
No.
That's the only hard rule. Top 5.
Nah,
That's it.
okay.
So
We can talk about other people after you give your 5.
I did music. I did film.
It's about to be bad.
Tyler Perry.
You got one more.
No, if anything, if I was going to say Tyler Perry, he would have been number 5.
Taraji.
Yeah, Taraji's great.
Taraji
I don't
P.
put her
Henson.
at 1 though. I don't put her at 1. I put her in
I
there.
swear to God, if you say anything other than what I'm thinking in my head, Tiana.
Need one more.
Okay, I said Morgan Freeman. I said Jamie Foxx. I don't need that. I need Will. I said Will Smith. I said
Diddy told her Justin Timberlake.
nah. Last one. Ooh, music, film. What's the other one? Sports. Oh, okay. Don't
Who?
Don't play with me. I'm gonna say this, and this is just how I feel. I got his jersey, and I think he was great. He put his all into in there.
It's taking forever to get this one. Can we go?
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey. All right, take me off the film.
Who?
Oh my gosh.
Who did she say just now?
Wow.
You had him. You had Luke.
Christian McCaffrey?
Did you
All
say
right,
Christian
hey,
McCaffrey?
Danny, just
Between him
tilt
and
the
Luke.
camera like away.
Yo,
I didn't put it at Luke.
get
Just
off.
tilt the camera. Just
Get off.
move it like
I
this.
say
Just-
Cam.
No.
Cam.
Hey,
Newton.
No.
where's the? We need that technology where you can
Sis,
like
I
put a
love
circle
you. Get
around
off.
her and it just.
Wow.
I love you. Get off.
Hey,
You just embarrassed all of Durham.
Great.
All right,
You embarrassed the entire Bull City
Take the
just
last
now.
one away. Take the last one away.
No,
Take it away.
You
No.
done already said it.
No.
That's
it's
the
over.
Mm.
I said
That's honestly not many people can top Danny.
We
Lauren
know
Hill.
why Danny said in sync now. This is
Lauren
ridiculous.
Hill. Lauren Hill's not great either. I
Sis,
can't put Lauren Hill.
sis, how can you embarrass Durham like this?
You said Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey?
Hey, I said Lauren Hill.
No, you said Christian McCaffrey.
No, you said Christian
Lauren,
McCaffrey
what's
with
with
your,
the name of
with
my
your
ear?
whole
His
chest.
jersey. I heard it.
You said it with your whole chest too. You said it with your whole chest.
Danny whispered at
Hey, y'all meant for each other, man. For real.
Yeah, this is
me and
ridiculous.
Cops is dope. Y'all meant for each
You got
other.
Jennifer Hudson, you got Fantasia, you got Lauren.
This is
Sean, now you see
Let me
what
go
I
ahead-
deal
Let me
with.
go ahead and give you my group. Let me go ahead and give you my 5.
You see what I deal with now.
go ahead. This is
All right.
just as good. It's just
Easy
as good.
Number 5,
Oh,
Jim
this is
Carrey.
riveting.
Number 5, Jim Carrey. Number 4, Whitney Houston. Number 3, Jamie Foxx. Number 2, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And number 1, the Michael Jackson. People still doing his dance moves right now.
Morgan's
That's my list.
upgrading his list.
You know what, bro?
Yo, she don't even, she already. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, mate.
I swear, bro.
Yo, I hate y'all, man.
That's on your list too,
Got
didn't you?
tonight.
You added McCaffrey to your list too, didn't you?
The quit's gonna get got tonight. Y'all keep.
Oh
working.
my gosh.
Keep it up.
What was wrong with my list?
Hey, go ahead, Morgan.
This is funny.
Yeah, I'll go. It's fine.
I heard
All
you
right.
That's the most electrifying
Did you-
man in sports
Did you hear
entertainment.
Stitzel doing that?
I did.
Number 5, Donald Glover. Number 4, Beyonce. Number 3, Prince. Number 2, Michael Jackson. Number 1, Jamie Foxx. Definitive list. Nothing.
Donald Glover's. I mean, that's out of the left field. That's like
Morgan Freeman. Like, where's he at?
That's
Where do you
bro.
mean?
he's
He's a great. He's
Yes.
great.
But that's
Sis,
it. That's all
if you don't cut it out,
He plays God.
he played God. He played God.
He didn't play
can't,
Jesus.
yo.
He played God.
I can't. Yo. I can't. There's no world for this type of nonsense,
I
bro.
was The Rock number 2. Y'all don't remember his whole time as a wrestler? He's
You know what? I actually had him on my mind for my list.
The Rock can be on the list. He can be on the list. But I would argue The Rock's not more talented than anybody on my list.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it in a minute.
Donald Glover couldn't do nothing in a wrestling ring.
The Rock.
What did he need to do it in a wrestling ring for?
The Rock's my number 5, so I'm good. I'm good with you on that one.
Go ahead, Jess.
hold on,
Go ahead. You
hold on,
already
Jess.
say your number 5. Go ahead, man.
Oh, okay. Actually,
The Rock's number 5?
4. Actually, he's number 4.
All
So
right.
number 5 would be Deion Sanders. The Rock is number 4. Will Smith 3, Beyonce 2, Jamie Foxx 1.
But don't say.
Hey, James, long as
Bro,
James don't look.
why is
How come ain't nobody
why
said
is
Idris Elba?
oh my god.
He's not
Why
an
is Michael
entertainer.
Jackson not on your list? What what?
Why is who?
Javon go, bro. This is
Who?
sacrilegious.
Why is who?
Michael
Michael
Jackson. Michael Jackson.
He made mine.
There's no list that should not have
Okay.
Michael Jackson on it.
So for me, when I had to think about entertaining
You acting?
outside of one scope, I had to put Beyonce because she did also act.
Oh, Beyonce's on mine, so I mean, come on now.
So that's why.
Well, Michael Jackson acted.
Is that what we
It
call
wasn't
it?
great.
You want to say Moonwalker was him acting?
You
Fighting
liked it?
Temptations.
You liked it?
Fighting Temptations.
Thriller?
I put Moonwalker over Fighting Temptations for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Any day.
The movie,
You don't put it over Dreamgirl though.
Any day.
the movie.
You don't put it over Dreamgirl though.
She was not top 5 in Dreamgirls. She was not the top 5 actor in
Who,
Dreamgirls.
but don't say
Jennifer
was.
Hudson, Jamie Foxx.
Jennifer was like,
All right.
Anyway.
Who are the other two people that was better? Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I'm
Jennifer
listening.
Hudson.
Hold on, let me go.
What's her name?
Yeah,
The other
yeah.
girl was better. Come on now. Y'all stop.
Nika
No,
Noni.
he said
Eddie
she
Murphy
was
was in the
top five.
movie.
Nika Noni
But
Rose.
Eddie Murphy was in Eddie Murphy was in that movie.
Eddie
was
Loretta
awesome.
Devine. Loretta
Eddie
Devine.
was amazing.
Loretta Devine. There's a lot of people. There's a long list.
Eddie was amazing. Eddie
Y'all need to
Eddie
stop,
almost made my list.
Y'all need
Eddie
to stop.
almost made my list for Party All the Time.
Eddie almost made my list, bro. Because what Eddie Murphy did for black people and black cinema, especially in the 80s,
That's a good
does not get nearly enough credit.
Look, Party
No,
All the
no.
Time is a classic.
Boomerang's a classic.
My girl, 1, 2.
All right, I'll go. Oh my god.
Eddie
Sorry.
trash though.
All right.
All right,
She
so
gotta
this-
potty,
this-
like you gotta go pee pee.
What?
Go ahead, Javon. Y'all not gonna let Javon do it. Go ahead, Javon.
I don't know what just said. What did he
Y'all
say?
rude, bro.
I'm over here watching the Celtics getting
He said
stomped.
Eddie
Yeah,
Murphy.
we see that.
Oh. Hey.
But ain't that
Number 5.
that's your area, right?
It's closer than it is to your area.
Number 5, New Hampshire. Come on, man.
Come on, Vermont.
Nah, you just told me not to make fun of North Carolina.
Come on, Rhode
I'm trying
Island.
not to.
Let's go, Vermont. Illinois of Vermont.
Dang.
Let's go.
Where you from again? Pittsburgh?
Vermont, let's go.
Oh, okay. All right,
Let's go,
Pottstown.
Vermont.
All right, Pottstown. All right, man. King of pressure. All right, bro. Number 5.
He was picking on Morgan about being mad.
I wasn't being bad. I was about to run. I called him King of pressure.
Exactly from Vermont.
I'm not from Vermont.
Vermont?
Hey, listen, I mean, I'm sorry if y'all
Throw your
failed
V's up, son.
geography.
Put
I
them
don't
V's
know
up.
what to tell you. I mean, listen, North Carolina,
V's on
school
every
systems
flag.
ain't great. Hey, listen, what can I tell you? You don't know where Connecticut is. What
Man,
can I
if you
tell
don't
you?
say
I don't
number
know.
5,
I tried. Y'all kept coming for me.
I did not.
My bad.
All right. Number 5, Prince. Number 4, Jamie Foxx. Number 3, Robin Williams. Number 2, Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah.
And number 1, Michael Jackson.
You missed me with Tom Cruise.
I mean, the man puts out great movies over and over and over and over and over again. I mean,
Yeah.
for like the last 30, 40 years. Like,
All right, so let's
What's
go
the
back.
last bad movie he
over
did?
Will Smith?
You're mad that
Will
he's
Smith,
short.
though,
He's put better movies out than Will Smith. I'll say that. I got no
Has
problem.
he ever
with
been?
saying- I got
More than
no
Will
problem
Smith.
with saying
Has he
that.
ever been nominated for an Oscar?
Actually, Tom Cruise was, I believe, for
I don't-
Born
I
on the
don't
4th of
think so.
July.
Vanilla
Tom
Sky.
Cruise-
Entertained
Tom Cruise,
more than Will
It was
Smith?
between Tom
His
Cruise and Will
movies
Smith for
as a
years.
whole, yes.
It was
No,
between Tom
not
Cruise
just
and Will
movies,
Smith.
but as a person, he's
As a whole,
entertained.
for a longer period of time, yes.
No music. He don't make no.
I mean,
yeah,
listen,
TV
y'all,
show.
listen.
Who making
Y'all asked me for my list.
LL
I respect it. I hear you.
Hey, you putting that sound like some NSYNC stuff. You putting
Prince in front of my
No, it doesn't.
Smith. That, hey,
If I would have said Justin Timberlake, maybe.
nah.
Jesus Christ.
Then I would have been.
I'm
taking
so
that
glad you
choice
didn't say
from
What's
Justin
wrong with
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake? Justin Timberlake was great.
Tell him, babe.
I
I
mean,
I
I'm
can't.
gonna go back to
you got
watching the game,
mirrors.
and I'm gonna
Running
let
like that song,
critics
Mirrors.
Hey, the only reason he picked Tom Cruise because he from upstate that way. That's it.
Hey,
Hey, listen,
New
man.
England.
I'm sorry.
said
I'm
it.
sorry the Hornets didn't make it.
Just said it.
What are y'all?
We don't
I'm
even.
What are
watching the
y'all? The
Sixers, bro.
Bobcats?
I'm
Why you
trusting
saying
the
it like people
process.
don't know
I'm
who the
sorry the
Hornets
Hornets didn't make the
are?
playoffs.
Why you saying it like people don't know who the Hornets are?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry they didn't make the playoffs. I'm sorry
Me too.
you know that you
I like
can't root for
LaMelo
your
Ball,
team in the
but I've
playoffs.
always trusted the process.
Beverly, I hear you.
I mean-
Beverly, I hear you, but
LeBron James.
seriously, Cher, Christina,
Morgan.
What?
As long as
I mean, Christina Aguilera though, for real.
really though,
I
really,
mean,
Beverly, you didn't mean that.
yeah.
You talking
You
about
know-
another Christina?
You just
We not saying Christina's not talented, bro. She got a great voice, but my God, top 5 of all time? Of all time?
nah.
No way. Ain't no way possible.
Oh, you know what? We should have added. No, I don't know. I'm thinking Missy, but she's not.
That's a good one.
Elliot.
Is he
Respect.
Not top 5 though.
No, that's why I stopped
Somebody
myself.
said Ice Cube.
somebody in the comments?
Why
Ice
you
Cube
say Ice
would've
Cube?
been
Sean
good
said
one.
Ice Cube.
Yeah,
I
Sean
don't-
Okay,
he
yeah.
said LL.
Beverly.
Ice Cube.
Oh, LL, yo,
Beverly, there's no way. You
He's done
can't. You
TV,
can't mean it.
movies, and music.
You think Christina Aguilera is more talented than The Rock? Or I mean, okay, Beverly, I'll allow it. Okay,
LL
Okay.
has
I will allow that.
LL would have been a good choice. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm just like. Oh,
he does
yeah.
have movies. He had the Deep Blue Sea, the deepest, the bluest. My head is
I
like a
mean,
shell.
but he won't.
I could have put Janet Jackson. I could have put
He licked his lips too much.
He was looking his lips
Janet
too
Jackson?
much.
yeah, Janet. What you mean? What?
Who said
Janet Jackson. Janet
Yeah,
Jackson.
her.
I mean, she did TV, she did movies,
She did
and she
TV,
did music.
music.
Okay.
And she been entertaining her
I don't know
whole
what
life.
that screwed up face is. She was a
And
better
she
actress
did
than
music,
Beyonce.
music and
What
movies.
did you say? She's a what?
She was a better actress than Beyonce. I said it.
Absolutely.
I'll allow it.
She can't
Right.
sing.
But she ain't a better singer. And
Not
she ain't a
as
better
an-
performer.
Okay, she's a
Oh,
better
Jackson
performer.
couldn't cuss right.
No,
She-
she's not.
Yes, she is.
No, she's
I
not.
said what I said.
You're wrong.
Everything Beyonce do, she took from Janet. They're saying it.
Oh, there we go. That BS. There we go. That BS.
I mean,
I don't know. Them Tyler Perry joints.
she was a better actress in it than Beyonce was in it in her film. Y'all act like Gold Member didn't exist. I'm just saying. Like, we go act like
Janet Jackson
Austin
ain't had to
Powers-
fight nobody.
Dreamgirls.
Janet Jackson had to fight a whole white
Dreamgirls
woman.
whoops every movie she's in. Cause. Anyway,
And
Donald
it had
Glover.
nothing to do with her outside of her singing the one song. That's it.
Four takes to LL
Right.
and Raleigh for 100.
Oh,
And I like
Glover
Dreamgirls. I like it.
No,
I like the
Janet-
movie. But
Beyonce had
everybody
more
ain't come
range
out that movie
because
talking
Janet Jackson
about
only played the scorned
Beyonce.
woman.
Bruce
Beyonce
Lee
has
at number
played different
2.
characters.
Wow.
She didn't just play a scorn woman. She played
Bruce
the beat
Lee
up
is a
Bruce
kid.
Lee at number 2.
Wait a minute. I'm
Yeah, she
sorry.
did get the iron on her. She did.
Didn't Beyonce play the scorn woman in that
Sorry,
Idris
you
Elba
wildin'.
movie?
You
And
wild,
Dreamgirls?
Sean.
But what
What'd
else?
you say?
What other movies has she been in? She had to play other movies with range now.
Beyonce
talking
was
about
in,
Beyonce?
Janet Jackson was in what's the movie with
Why did I get
Tupac?
married? Why did I get married?
That's
What's
it.
the movie with Tupac?
Poetic Justice.
Poetic
But
Justice.
She
yeah.
was scorned. She was mad.
Not in the first one.
She did.
There's only
She did
one
good.
Poetic
She did
Justice.
good. And
What
why
you
did I
talking
get
about?
married?
Oh, and Porter just she wasn't scorned. What? Come on, man.
was better.
She did good. And why did I get married? And why did I get married too?
I don't know.
But
I think
it's not better than
Bruce Lee is
Dreamgirls.
a good pick though. Bruce Lee, who Emmanuel was saying Bruce Lee at number
But
2.
number 2 though.
Bruce Lee was like he changed the game. He changed the game out
No,
here
Jackie
for
Chan.
martial arts.
Did y'all watch the cartoon?
I would put Jackie Chan over Bruce
Did
Lee
y'all
as an
watch
entertainer.
Did y'all watch the cartoon?
As an entertainer, I would put Jackie Chan over.
Jade the missing dragon, something like that. She had to find all the
Bruce,
talisman.
you talking about the
Jackie
Chan
Chan's
Adventure?
cartoon.
The
Yeah.
Jackie Chan Adventure.
Y'all need to watch that. That's really good. I promise you.
Ain't no way.
Bro,
way
I'm
it's gonna
probably.
happen.
Did
That's
y'all?
a great cartoon. Oh,
Oh, wait a minute, Beverly. You are.
I like Beyonce.
I don't.
I don't
we're not
dislike
doing this.
Beyonce. Morgan seems to believe I dislike Beyonce. I don't dislike
I did
Beyonce.
not say you don't.
I mean,
like
she's
Beyonce.
not in your top 5. That's fine. I mean,
She was she in
I'll
my
allow
top
it.
5?
no,
Yeah.
she wasn't.
I'll allow it.
My top 5 what?
Of
You
the-
know,
this
Of this? I mean,
Donald Glover.
would she be?
Donald Glover was in mine.
That's your preference. I got you. I mean,
Donald Glover is
Donald Glover's in mine because Childish Gambino. I thought that crap was a gimmick, but that guy's actually a monster. He's actually a monster. Like if he,
you think he's a top 5? You think he's more like talent over guys like Tom Hanks and Robin Williams and guys like that?
Acting wise,
I mean, if we talk about entertaining,
no.
like
he doesn't have a signature movie on their level, but
why did we put Denzel out there?
I mean,
Denzel does his thing at an extremely high level. But what else does he do?
Good.
He's not just an actor. He just speak at somebody's college.
I think this dude is a little too early to be putting him in the top 5, though.
Yeah,
I am saucing it a little bit, but it's because of the impact of Atlanta.
He said
It's because of the
J-Lo
impact of
over
Atlanta.
Beverly.
You just dislike.
J-Lo over Beyonce.
You just don't like
I
the
can't
woman.
agree with that.
That was
Beverly.
right there.
J-Lo had
I'm
enough.
about to send Beverly the link so I can look her in the eyeballs. I want to look you in your eye socket.
I know J-Lo has had a couple movies.
I don't know. Anyone with
better.
J-Lo definitely got better
in
movies than
box
Beyonce.
office.
She's a better actress.
J-Lo definitely got better movies than Beyonce, no question about it.
Yeah, I can get you that,
But J-Lo's not seeing Beyonce on any stage ever.
I don't know. Could Beyonce be
Maybe not vocally, but they both perform
Either.
on the same level, in my opinion. You don't think they
performances?
Yeah.
No.
Like the overall performance?
No.
Sure. Not the
No.
singing,
About
no.
the energy, like
Yeah, I could give
No.
you like
isn't
choreography
J-Lo
and all
older?
that.
She's older than Beyonce, and she can still keep up with her.
She was a
I
fly
don't
girl.
care.
That's what I was about to say. I was like,
Again,
could Beyonce be a fly girl?
guys, Morgan part of the B at Bayhive. It don't matter what you say. Morgan,
part of the
Beyonce's number 1 in his list.
What's the
So,
Bay
Part
House?
of the swarm? Who's your favorite artist?
Nah, I ain't killing nobody. I ain't killing nobody.
Every
but
time we have an
I
argument that
understand how
involves
talented
Beyonce, she's
is.
better than everybody.
How
I'm
many
just saying.
people? Okay, in the world
Here we
right
go.
now, how many
Here we
people
go.
put on a better show than Beyonce?
Janet Jackson, I said it.
Nah.
Michael Jackson.
Janet Jackson has been putting on better
In the
shows
world right now.
in the
Okay, he's
Y'all
in
ain't
the
never
ground.
been-
He didn't listen to the
in the world
sentence.
right now.
Yes.
He didn't listen to the
Not
sentence.
alive.
I said what I
BTS.
said.
Cut it out, bro.
Bruno Mars puts on great shows too.
Yes, he does. Bruno Mars is
Genuine.
amazing.
I think it depends on the category of music, because in her category, she's not
Hey,
a rapper, right?
Usher, baby.
Usher.
What?
Usher can't fight.
Usher doesn't put on a better show than Beyonce.
But it's two
Sure.
different categories. I don't know.
Yes, he does.
I think
Bruh.
yeah.
This you don't get people coming to Vegas
If Beyonce was in
over and
Vegas,
over again.
it would.
Hold on,
Yeah,
listen
you
to
do.
me.
I have a lot of
Dude.
clients that go to Vegas to watch Usher.
That's my point.
I'm
You
not
don't
saying
get-
Usher's
no,
a
stop.
monster.
You don't get people coming to Vegas to you if you don't put
You don't
on
get
a
a-
great show.
You don't
I
get
didn't
a
say
big
Usher's
break.
not. A
Not
monster.
everybody gets Vegas residency, sir.
I did not say
just
Usher's
saying.
not a monster. At any
He's been a
point.
monster though.
You're right, but
That
so
means
is
I've been on
Beyonce.
skates singing. We're skating backwards and that missing a note. I'm just saying.
Before anything we can.
Anyway,
But he can't fight though.
He can't what?
How you know? He might have won that fight. He might have won
What
that
does fight have to do with this? I missed the whole thing.
Chris Brown jumped him at his own party, from what I heard.
Hey, he was there as a voice of peace, and Chris Brown had like 4
yeah, he was
dudes.
trying to be, according to the stories.
I'm
He was trying to bring peace to the situation, according to the stories, but that didn't work out.
Chris
They said
Brown
they stole on him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did lose that fight. Chris Brown's got a lot of picked up anger in him. Look at where he started and where he is now.
He be
It
on
just
them
looks
drugs.
terrible.
Right, I'm just
Hey,
saying.
y'all not about to do this man like
Look,
that.
Usher's
bro.
from Vermont, and niggas from Vermont can't fight. So
Guess what? They can't.
Oh my
Niggas
god!
from North Carolina can't either. They just throw their towels around in the air.
Bro,
Danny,
you will not get ready to keep talking about
Throw
North
their towels
Carolina
in the
like
air.
this,
That's
bro.
all they do.
You will
Danny,
not get ready to keep
y'all
talking
gonna let
about
him
North
talk about
Carolina
y'all
like
like
this,
that.
bro.
I mean, I'm talking about your town, Just.
I am from Philly, sir. I live in Durham. Don't get it twisted.
Don't act like.
Yes, really. You want to see the birth certificate? From Philly.
Hey, before I get
a
off,
lot of people that got birth certificates that go to New York, they claim they from New York. You know, I'm just saying.
Morgan, put me on the big screen. Put me on the big screen. So before I go, I gotta tell you one thing. All right, so
Go night.
we having fun. We got Parliament of Black Rose on Kickstarter. Our first stretch goal at $8,000. Morgan is gonna get his very first tattoo. Okay. Morgan's gonna get his
Seriously?
very first tattoo live. If we get to 8,000 during the campaign, he's gonna get his very first tattoo live on
It's
live
got to be
streaming.
the size of your hand, Morgan.
What you gonna get though?
I did it for Ace Blade book. Got my first tattoo. Morgan's gonna get his first tattoo. If we get to $8,000, so y'all play
what though? I keep asking. You don't tell me.
We don't know yet. We ain't decided.
You gotta get a black rose. Just put that joint right there.
Black Rose or Harlem or something like
Could
that.
be no Black Rose.
I got mine. Mine's is a spade.
Hey, what's wrong with that, man?
It's the crown for King Supreme, and then my wife's name. Kind of quick. The Queen of my heart.
Oh yeah, you had to add that in because she was not about to allow that.
Likely.
I got his name too.
She got my. Yeah.
Oh.
If he ever leave me though, that's my son name.
Did y'all get the NSYNC on there too?
Daniel crying like a baby. What kind of host is you think
bro?
I mean, if we ever leave each other.
Hey,
it ain't gonna happen. We don't even speak of
hey,
that.
Morgan, why you look like in the skit like you was about to rob him?
I was.
But I was like, this don't look right. It's May.
I was thinking about it.
You look like he about to rob the store.
I was thinking about it. It's just because I'm a dark skinned man and I happen to be standing in the building.
Racist.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with your skin tone. I just said you have
a
hoodie and a Scully on in May. You look like you about to rob the comic store.
Hey, listen, Scullies are very effective tools. Okay, you never know what's under a Scully.
Hey, I keep a baklava with me. I keep a mask. I got one in my bag, two in my car, front and back. I stay prepared.
It's definitely a balaclava. It's definitely a balaclava because baklava is a dessert. But I got you though.
Wait, what?
Hey, I heard
the
the same thing.
part of the conversation.
I heard the same thing.
The thing that you put on.
Yeah, baklava. If you was in the military, that's what
it's definitely a balaclava. But
baklava, whatever the heck it is, whatever.
Baklava is a dessert.
I thought it was.
Baklava is a dessert.
Look, I don't care. I'm part of the Philadelphia education system. I got a GED.
Why are you lying? Why are you lying?
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I might do all three.
All right.
I might do all three. I might do an
act. You got a North Carolina education, man. Stop.
I might do a ads with Jackson's necklace.
You don't even got an accent.
What I thought about doing before is getting Jackson's ads, getting the blades on there, and then having my kids on each blade. That's what I was.
Nah, you got to get like the lumberjack's necklace, like right.
You should do the H Jack
on the chest. That's a good one right there.
All across the chest.
And let them shade it in.
Yes.
All the way. It's got to be shaded in.
Hey, you got to put the name of everybody who donated to the Kickstarter in the goal.
Right.
You know what? I'll do that if we hit $50,000. I'll do that.
Hey man, where's my checkbook, man?
Yeah. We do $50,000. I'll do it live.
I'm a bid it. Y'all gonna be mad as hell when
Hey,
yeah, you do that. I'm
be right behind the camera. I'm gonna be right here.
Morgan, I'm gonna tell you now. They say the shading is easier, but it's a lie. So
hey, there's a millionaire right now that's about to drop like 50 grand.
Like, you know what? I can have my name on this person. I'm gonna do it.
What? Listen, the players got to go through now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't go through, it's a dub. You can forget it.
Hey, that ain't what you said, man.
You said man. I just said
like Eboni. So theoretically, if Donald Trump decided to donate $46,000,
I'm not accepting Donald Trump's money.
No, yeah, we are.
No, I'm not.
No, we are.
You accepted. I'm not.
Hey, 50,000.
I'll take your part.
I'll take it.
I'll take your 40 acres.
Hey, Donald, holla at me. I don't care. I'll put your money to good use.
I'm good on that.
Best use it ever went to.
Just like yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm good on that.
Crazy in your head. You ain't gonna take that money.
I'll be crazy.
$6,000.
That's how black people stay broke.
Man, I want to see us get
that's how black folks stay broke.
That's how y'all stay bus drivers and not the bus.
Yeah, you can own a bus with that money. Come on,
you can get a conversion van, make a shuttle. You ain't thinking, brother.
That's right. You ain't thinking. You ain't thinking fourth dimension.
Good job, Sean. We see you, bro. Go get it in, cuz. We know you about to wear her out. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't want to say it on the screen. I'm gonna say it.
What?
What workout time mean? I thought he was actually talking about
That's
working
what it
out.
mean for me.
Nah, bro. You.
I was about to say I don't know why we talking about your wife.
Y'all
I don't have a wife.
Y'all be saying about that. I'm out.
I don't have a wife. So again, I'm gonna put up. Let me go ahead and do the poll, and I hold on. Let me do the poll because y'all, I can't believe the fact that Michael Jackson's not on every list.
Come on,
is
man.
disturbing to me. I don't understand how that's even a thing. That crap makes no sense. Y'all
Jamie Foxx wasn't on everybody's list either.
That's disrespectful too. It's ridiculous. So the next post that we have was for top 5 car brands. If we think of something better, we do something else. But I mean, that want to be the next one up. Who
that's funny because that's the joint that me and Bishop doing too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
All right. So let me copy and paste these joints. And while I'm doing that, I hope to see one more players before we get off of here. Because like I said earlier, my sister puts Lord Jesus, bro. Christian McCaffrey.
Yo, that one was crazy.
Yo, what in God's name
Man,
going on?
Worse.
Yo, yeah, she top Danny, bro. Like that's
she ain't top Danny quite, but one of us got knocked out of the
Christian McCaffrey.
I mean,
top 5 entertainers.
Danny's got a top 5. Danny's got the Michael Jackson only had a hot 10.
Nothing ever tops that.
The NSYNC, I'm sorry, NSYNC belongs there. That's bad.
Yeah, that's
a good number 3
like
right there.
With an asterisk, like that's 1A.
I don't know, bro. I don't know that Christian McCaffrey. I mean, it doesn't. There's no list that Christian McCaffrey should be on.
It should be on. Yeah. Not even like best white athletes.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's why this one is worse.
He could be best white running backs.
This is worse than NSYNC, to be honest with you.
He could be on best white running backs.
But that's not what we're doing.
Y'all wouldn't
he
even
said
do
there's no list.
What we're doing.
He said there's no list that he could be on. I'd be like, best white running backs, he could be on it.
Like you could create the best top 5 Christians.
I'm just
saying. But like, let's be real. You're not gonna be like, let's do the top 5 running backs. You would just do top 5 white
top 5 Christians.
Good point, Jess. That's a great point. That's exactly what I mean.
That's a good one, though.
That's exactly what I mean. Like y'all, come on, man.
That's a good one. Hey, Sean, man, we know you weren't talking about exercising, man. Stop it, Justin. It's okay, man. Listen, you married. It's a beautiful thing.
You know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You got to go bust it down. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And there's nothing wrong with it. Y'all married, bro. Go blow it back up. Divine slash. All right. Poll is going up as we speak. And y'all go vote. And also hit the link for the Kickstarter if you have not already. Let me pin this to the top. And let me take that other poll that they tied on down that they're proud of for some reason. I'll take it out in a minute. But yeah, I don't understand. Let me get the link. I don't understand how she ended up putting that on her list at all, outside of like just trying to be Neanderthal snow puppies. Oh, you talking about what Dr. Umar said? Larry's not good.
Hey, what's that dude? Peyton Hillis?
Mike Allstott.
Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
What's the dude from
I'm really about to do this.
The Redskins. What's the dude for the Redskins? Why can't I remember his name?
Rod Smith looks white, but he's not.
What's his name?
He
dude?
looks it.
I forgot what is his name, dude. It's gonna bother me.
From the Redskins.
Yeah, he was running back for the Redskins when they won the chip.
In the 70s?
80s. What is it?
You talking about with Doug Williams?
Not Doug. Doug Williams is a quarterback, man.
Yeah, I know, but was he on that team?
No. He was on the other one. They only won 3 chips.
I didn't know they won 3. I'm still bothered that everybody didn't have Michael Jackson and Jamie
I
Foxx.
can't believe they letting.
And it's crazy. So they actually is
man.
a poll for the best white running backs in NFL history.
And he ain't on it, huh?
C-Mac
he's number 1.
I was about to say if C-Mac's not on there, that's just disrespectful.
He number 1.
What are you? What is Tatum doing right now, dude? He's choking.
Mike Allstott is number 4. They are tanking, and I love it. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. As much as I love the Sixers, want the Sixers to win, I really do think that I'm gonna say Cone had conspiracy theory.
Oh boy.
NBA script is gonna be the Celtics and the Lakers in the championship.
Not if they playing like this.
And here's why. Both of them are tied for NBA championships. What is it, 12? I think. Both of them got 12 championships. Put them both in the NBA finals together to see who gets the 13th.
I would not disagree with you if it was like 3 hours ago, maybe.
But this isn't the last game. The series is tied.
You're right. It's it's not nice right now, man.
I think,
and I'm glad because, like I said, I want the Sixers to go.
I'll say this though,
appreciate you, Beverly.
I've seen the Celtics put in some clunkers and come back and bust people in the mouth. And they don't have a problem playing in Philly. So you never know, but this is not.
Make sure y'all go vote too.
This is you can't. But the thing is, like, they're not letting them play physical though. Like, they're letting the Sixers play physical, but they're not letting Boston play physical in the beginning of the game, at least.
All right. So if we get something better,
getting busy though. Right? You can't eat.
They need to go to him more. Like these nights where Tatum is struggling, I really wish they would, like, hey, get him going. Like Al Horford has been awful tonight.
Yeah,
he can't hit the side of a barn.
Tatum not hitting and Horford's not hitting,
and Brogdon not hitting. Nobody's really hitting.
I will give credit to the Lakers. The Lakers just have a better team. Golden State, them trading Wiseman makes no sense to me at all. I had no idea what they were thinking.
Well, Wiseman ain't really done anything though.
It doesn't matter. You knew
it does matter though.
No, it doesn't. You knew you were going to need size. You knew you need size, and you traded size away for no reason.
And you put a big dude out there who ain't going to do nothing.
What do you mean he's not?
What's that going to do?
It's another.
Like Wiseman ain't been lighting it up though.
It's another athletic body to throw in Anthony Davis.
It doesn't matter if he ain't going to do nothing. Go out there and get 2, 3, 4, 5s. Like it don't matter. Like they need like real size, like somebody who can actually like do something. Like I give respect. I respect the Lakers, man. They turned their season around with that trade.
Yeah, like, no question. That he's definitely GM of the year. Their whole team is exponentially better after like when they got Hachimura. I said okay, that was a great move. And then
they got Westbrook. They needed that.
Yeah, getting Westbrook out was I think I was happy for Westbrook honestly because he needed to be somewhere else he can flourish. And I don't know that Russ is made to play in that type of system. So I was happy to see him get out of there. I think anybody that's sleeping on Miami's possibility of going to the finals is wilding. They are very scary, and they're very scary for a reason. And
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Jimmy's like that.
Jimmy's like that. I'm a fan of Jimmy Buckets, and like I said, I'm from Philly. I've always been a Sixers fan, so I'm going for them naturally. Like I said, it's just in that conspiracy theory thought this is what's going to happen.
I don't see it, man. Because I mean, if that was the case, and people would, and the league was really doing that, right? If they were throwing things to make sure that they can do what's most lucrative, I mean, I think wouldn't we see that type of stuff happen all the time? Where
where
we would hear people say,
here's a good opportunity for it to happen. And then you have the most watched, sought after player, LeBron, with the Lakers. They're both in the playoffs or whatever. Especially this new playoffs with the play in and how everything's come about. Here's a good thing that they can spin on it if they wanted to. Or they could redo the Miami Laker joint outside the bubble now.
That would be good. I would love that, to be honest. But I'm gonna enjoy the series regardless. But
I'm enjoying the whole thing.
Yeah, like Miami. The thing that impresses me most about Spoelstra is it doesn't matter what you give him. It blows my mind. It doesn't matter what you give that man. Like, he does not have. Miami is not deep. They're not super talented.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing watching them do what they do. They should not be competing on the level that they are, yet they are. Like, nobody wants to see them in the playoffs.
Right.
Nobody.
But at the same time, but at the same time, the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks are okay, but they're not that good. They're.
Yeah, but do you think Miami? You think Miami would be playing? Look, Miami just did this to the Celtics last year.
Did what to the Celtics?
They were within Jimmy pulling up and missing that. Like, legit. That game was almost over and Jimmy almost sealed it.
Yeah.
He was dead tired. He missed it. It wasn't a great shot, but it was a pretty good shot. But literally, like, we act like they didn't take the Celtics to 7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't care who they play. It doesn't matter. They can beat whoever it is.
I mean, they also lost to the Bucks the year before too. So
and they just whooped the brakes off of them this year.
I mean, let's be real. Like, look, what they did is great, but they also got lucky. They didn't have Giannis for a whole game.
And then Giannis came back and they still slapped their face off. It ain't make
but they got confidence though, and that mattered. Like, they got confidence to play with them dudes.
They have confidence regardless. They played in the finals 2-3 years ago. Then last year they almost made the finals again. So they're not lacking confidence.
God damn, dude.
They're not lacking confidence.
This dude can't hit a free throw for nothing, yeah.
We got to pick another topic. Well, we could probably do the card ones, but if somebody comes up with a better idea, we'll do that. We'll do a poll, see if anybody has any ideas. In the meantime,
no, y'all do y'all joint. That's a good one because, like I said, how we've been doing ours is we've been doing a snake draft.
We need to do that again too, though. Like, we did a basketball draft, and that crap was fire, and my team's still the best. But we definitely need to do. We did that, and then we did the Kirk Franklin song draft.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so like we should definitely think up another draft to do, or we should actually do the verses. We should actually do the verses, but.
Somebody box him out.
I don't know who wants that smoke. I don't think anybody does, but it is what it is. So we'll decide before next week. Figure out what we're doing. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and
all right, y'all, peace.
And Javon's gonna go continue to be mad about them losing this game.
It's only one game. Still got another shot.
Right. Trust the process, y'all.
Nice. Nice.
Listen, man, I'm glad that he, is happy about his Hornets.
Oh, man. Hey, you gonna stop trying to play the Hornets, bro. You gonna stop that. Okay.
I mean, you stop trying to play the Hornets.
I'm not playing the Hornets. I didn't
need to play.
About them.
All right, I'm out.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Love y'all. Again, let me drop the link again. If you have not already pledged to the Kickstarter, make sure y'all go hit that joint up. Go look at it. One more time, I'll put the screen up. I mean, look at that dope artwork. Are you serious? Like, my boy Guido killed that. That's my girl Harlem, my creative character. I'm gonna make sure I add the TikTok video up here so y'all in the story section so y'all can see that and like get a walkthrough what the story is about. I'm gonna do that when I get off in a few minutes. But hey, if you haven't pledged already, please go pledge. We're almost $1,000 away from our goal, man. So we definitely want to close that goal out as soon as possible so we can start doing the stretch goals. And you heard earlier, at $8,000, I'm getting my first tattoo on live. So let's get there. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Let's get that $8,000. I get my tattoo on live. I probably do it. I might set it up so you know what I'm saying we can do it live on Top 5 Live. So maybe while I'm getting the tattoo, I have to do my top 5 or something. You know what I'm saying? We'll think of something dope to do. Until next week, I put a poll up. See what subject y'all want to do next week or what list y'all want to do. We can do the car brands, but I'll leave it open to y'all too. So y'all let us know what you want to do. We appreciate y'all as always. Thank y'all for continuing to grow our platform. You know, getting new subscriptions. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much. And continue to tell people about us. Continue to tell people about the comics. We love y'all. See y'all Tuesday. Peace out.